Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9 No Thrills Edition. So, I've done a few bits between episodes. First off, I finally moved over to my my new little like medieval base, I'd call it. It's medieval-ish, right? I quite like the look of this. I'm not really a builder. Anyone that's been with the channel for a while will be like, yeah, he's not a builder. But I think I really like this little build that I've made. I've set up a few machines and I've started using, loads of crafters and stuff. I'll go over everything. Let me just chuck these things away. There we go. So we got the obsidian furnace. This is all being powered by a flux point right there, by the way. So the obsidian furnace with a load of recipes underneath it, and this is set to like top and bottom. So the bottom is an input, top is an output. So you'd be like, where the heck is it going if it's going up here? It's not going into this cable. I've got a modular router right over here. So if I grab this and I show you this, it's pulling from the top into the modular router itself. So there's this thing called a distributor module. So that is just 3 sender modules. Like normally, if I come back here, you'll see that this is set to transfer out of the router into wherever it's pointing. But for us, we've done it the other way around, which is it's pulling from wherever it's pointing into the router itself. So that's what this is doing right here. We've got a sender module, so that just like whatever's in here will go into wherever this is pointed, and that is pointed at a interface just down here. And that means, so if I'll tell you what, if I've got this configurator, this is from Mechanism. I'll show you this in a sec. But if I put this in the import interface, it gets just put into our system. So configurator, there it is. If I put it in the modular router, it gets sent from here into the interface and then goes into our system again. So imagine that, but with, I don't know, let's have a look at one of these recipes. Let's get some glass. Oh, and in fact, what I'll do is I'll take all of these upgrades out. I'll talk about these upgrades in a sec. So, glass. Let's make ourselves a stack of glass. Why not? So, the sand is going in here. And you can see it's really slow. Okay, there we go. So it pulls from here. You see the blue line, and then the orange line is pushing into this. So you can see it sort of hits the router, so it pulls out of here, goes into the router, and then lands in the interface. And then the interface just gobbles it up and puts it in the system straight away. Now, if I do this, you're not going to see anything because I've got this thing called a muffler upgrade. So the blue lines and the orange lines, they get muffled, meaning you can't see the lines anymore. It tidies up the place. It's like it actually is really good for FPS. So you see up in the corner here, my FPS is not amazing, to be fair. It's hovering. Okay, it went down to 41 then. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at that now. What I do suggest, by the way, is you turn that off if you can. If you're not running on a really decent PC, I'd just turn that off. If you're noticing some stuttering or something like that, then definitely put it back on. See right there, it just stuttered for a bit. I'm not sure why, but I'm going to turn it off when I can. Anyway, for now, I'm still explaining this. So, yeah, basically this just pulls from here. I did just realize that I think the mechanical squeezer is a sided machine, meaning I can't pull from the top and I can't put in via the bottom. But I can't think of anything I need to put in the mechanical squeezer, if I'm honest. So, okay, we'll leave that one for now. We'll do that one later. Anyway, we've got the obsidian furnace, so you could see right there, it like spouted them all up. It went into the modular router and it went down here. This just means that we don't have to have like an import on here whatsoever. We could just have an import on this. And yeah, I've got a bunch of machines set up here. I've got the enriching factory right here. We made this before. I've set up all of the recipes for all the stuff that gets enriched, right? So if you get an obsidian, let's do that. So if I grab 1 obsidian and I stick that in here, it should be quite quick. And okay, it's gone because it's already been put into the system. But that gets us this obsidian dust, which is super useful because we need this. Because the obsidian dust, I think it's, if you add diamond to it, turns into refined obsidian, and then that is like the final component, like the late game component from Mechanism, basically. So yeah, I put all of these in. In fact, you can enrich refined obsidian down into enriched obsidian, and then that's even better. So that's what I've got here. So in the next set, I've done this slightly differently. I always do this. This is like the setup that I've always done ever since I started playing. I think it was All the Mods 7 where I figured this one out. It took me a good couple of hours to be like, okay, why is it not working? And anyway, you need 4 of these infusing factories. You need this anyway, normally. But normally what you do is you just have a crafter directly against the infusing factory. And in the, I'll tell you what, I'll grab one of these out and I'll show you the pattern for this. So in the pattern, what you would do is you would ignore the, this bit, you know, the, whatever you call this. Oh, I'm having trouble with that. Redstone. Okay, let me, enriched. There we go, that'll do it. So this stuff here, infuser types, I guess. This thing, basically. Anyway, you would normally just pump like loads of the enriched redstone into here, and you just ignore it from the recipe. But I've done it a little differently, and I always do it this way. So the way that I do it is I do iron and enriched redstone. So enriched redstone, when you put it in, you get 80 millibuckets of redstone in the infuser type. And when you make an infused alloy, you only need 10 millibuckets. So I just times everything else by 8, if you see here. So it's like 8 iron and 1 enriched redstone turns into 8 infused alloys. I did have to like manually set this recipe up. So if, for example, I do this now and I just do the plus sign, it's not going to put any of that stuff in. But what you can do is you can drag from JEI the thing you want over, and then you can middle click, or I think you can right click. Yeah. And then you can set that to 8, and then you can right click, set that to 8 as well. But the interesting thing is not everything takes 10 millibuckets, right? So, oh my goodness, right, I'm going to have a sleep. Where's my sleeping bag? Oh, it's on me. Cool. There we go. It should stop now. Yeah, it has. Lovely. So, where was I? Yeah, the interesting thing is not everything takes the same amount of redstone. So this one is 10 millibuckets. This one's 80. This one here is 20. So I'll go off this one here, the osmium ingot. So in this case, if I do this, what I would do is if I get the enriched redstone, and I pop it here. Middle click this one, and I'd only put it up 4, like that. So you get 4 of these plus 1 of these enriched redstone turns into 4 basic control circuits. That is actually what I've done. That's what is right here. 4 osmium ingots and enriched redstone basic control circuits. Anyway, you do that for all of them. So in this one right here, I've got 4 enriched alloys and 4 infused alloys and 1 enriched diamond. Turns into 4 reinforced alloys, and then we've got 8 obsidian dust and 1 enriched diamond turns into 8 refined obsidian. And then finally on the end here we've got 1 enriched obsidian and 2 reinforced alloys turns into the 2 atomic alloys, because if I do this, it's 40 millibuckets. So, and you get 80 per one of these enriched obsidians right here. So 80 goes in, so you need 2 of these, and then you get 2 alloys out. Hope that makes sense. I've also put the pattern for slime balls in here, because you could do that now. You could do 2 biofuel and 1 clay ball, and you get a slime ball, which is insane. I just thought about something, and because otherwise it's going to be really annoying. Clay. See, we've got an uneven amount of clay right there, which is really, really annoying. I'm going to put 3 in. I'm actually going to do... And then we'll do slime balls. Let's do 3 slime balls. And what that's going to do is it's going to crusher a bunch of... There we go. So that should have done it. Anyway, now I need to swap that out to be the blocks of clay. So I'll show you that in a sec. So we do this and turn this one into 8 clay block. Put that on there, and then turn this one into 4. So you can see you can change the recipe to whatever you fancy. In the end, it's just like whatever's the input and whatever's the output. So you can put whatever you want in there. You could literally put, like, oh, actually, I need to put this in a compacting drawer somewhere, don't I? Okay, I'll do that in a bit. Anyway, you know what? I could just, yeah, that'll do. So yeah, we've done all of that. Now this looks really weird because it's not like directly going in, because you can't say put something in here and put something in here on the same side. That just doesn't work. I don't think, at least. So what I've done is, this is the same for all of these. The output is the top still, because we've got the modular router pulling. The back of this is this pipe here, and the bottom is this pipe here. And the crafter is basically putting all of the materials in here. So what I can do, this one, by the way, is for making steel. So if I do this, you got the enriched iron and the iron and the enriched carbon turns into enriched iron, and then the enriched iron and enriched carbon turns into steel dust. And then we've got another one over here, which is steel dust turns into steel ingots. So that way we can ask our system to make steel ingots, like just straight out. There we go. So steel, we can middle click. No, it's not middle click in this, is it? It's shift and control. And then if you click on something that has a crafting recipe, so if I take these out, you'll see like right here, we can click that. But if you shift control, or is it just, yeah, shift and control, click on that and it gets the crafting recipe up. So I'm going to do 8 of these, but I'm not going to do 8, because what I want to do is I'm going to take out the speed upgrades so we can actually see it working, right? So, and in fact, I really want to see it come into this. So maybe for now, I'm going to turn off these two right here. So it's not actually going to go in there. But if I do, okay, shift, and then I'm going to do 8. So you'll see it puts it in like this, and it doesn't actually have the enriched iron yet, so it won't make the enriched carbon until it gets the enriched iron, and the first recipe is enriched iron anyway. I need to break this so I can get down here, and I could do this. There you go. So that one only pulled out the infuser type, because iron can't go into the infuser type, and the enriched carbon can't go into this bit, the input. So now, if I do this, no, other one, that one, you can see that it puts it in. Oh, I need to put these on sort on. This one should be on already, yeah. So you can see that it like puts it into the correct areas, because the 2 different components can't go into the different parts. It just needs 2 sides to go into, which is why it looks like this. So we've got some chests at the back here, and just some logic transport pipes going in to the back. These are higher level because I had a higher level set. So, and in fact, I might actually make... I need to put these back in, otherwise it's super slow. There we go. And there we are. And then it goes over here and turns the steel dust into steel. And then we've got a bunch more steel. Lovely. So I can actually convert all of these into the higher tier, but I'm going to ask for atomic alloy. So that is going to actually do like a bunch of stuff, right? Because it has to do like the enriching, it has to do that, it has to enrich all of the all of the dust right there, and then we get that. The reason, by the way, that I put the slime ball one on the atomic alloy one is because we probably won't have a recipe where we need slime balls and atomic alloy in the same recipe. So because of that, we're never going to get conflicts where, for example, it puts in the biofuel for this in here, and then the clay ball goes in, or then the what is it? The reinforced alloy goes in and then like clogs this up so it can't continue. This is the whole reason why we've got different types right here. So then there's no like clog. You can't, I don't know, request 1,000 atomic alloys, and what it will do is like start chucking stuff in that will clog up the system. So you might get enriched obsidian go in here, but you haven't finished yet your I don't know, anything that requires diamond, like the enriched diamond, so it like fails a little bit. Anyway, I've gone over this like a billion times already because I've done it in like all of my Let's Plays recently, and I actually did it in my refined storage guide as well. I've got a 2-parter refined storage guide, which I think in the second part I go over this. Anyway, on this side we've got the crushing factory, and that's got, yeah, just these ones right here. So the gold ingot to gold dust and the osmium ingot to osmium dust. These two are really useful because you need those for the upgrades. So if I do upgrade, you can see that I put a few upgrades in. So yeah, you need the gold dust right there. We're making glass already, and we're making infused alloy because we've got that over in the redstone one right there. And for the speed upgrade, wait, there we go. You need the osmium dust. So those two are really important to get automated, and I made a factory out of it. I will upgrade these factories in a bit, I think. And I've also got the soaring factory, which is interesting because I have got one thing in there, which is sawdust. Yes, there it is, sawdust. So if I do one sawdust, it's literally one stick turns into a sawdust, and then that gets pulled out into here. So I've got a second one of these distribution modules, and that's pulling from these two. There we go. And the sawdust is super useful because I've been struggling for paper, of all things. I forgot to make the recipe, actually. Sawdust. So let's clear that one, and we'll make it a regular craft. And I think it's just 3. Yeah. I don't have any patterns. I think I'm proper low on redstone. I'm like super low on redstone, so I need to go do something about that. This is a mechanism recipe, so I'm going to put it up in this one. You'll notice as well, I made the recipe last episode. I don't think I went over it for the Mob Masher sharpness upgrade, because having to make all of the swords and like put them in is a right pain. So I just made the recipe for it, so I didn't have to do it myself. And I made 20 of them, right? And I did forget to make an Enderman spawner between episodes, so I'm still going to have to do that, unfortunately. Right, this serves me right, but I've got to take the dog out for a walk right now. So I will be back, and whilst I'm on the walk, I'll have a think about what else we need to do before we can just get cracking, I suppose, on the ATM star. And that is Molly, my dog's squeaky toy that she's just picked up. So yeah, I better go. Anyway, today I've got a plan, and that plan is I want to get all the Modium. It'll probably be in the episode title, so you guys will not be surprised by this. First off, oh yeah, did I show you guys that I got the all the Modium upgrade kit, or the smithing template? I should have showed you that. Whoops. Anyway, I'll show you where I got that. Let me just do one of these. So this is the Deep Dark, and oh hello. I believe over in this direction, somewhere around here. I think it was over here. Anyway, there was a clay. There it is. There's the clay, and I just used a brush on it. And, yeah, it's suspicious clay. This is the only place you can get it, I think. So, use some suspicious clay on it, and I got myself all the Modium upgrade kit. There might be a few more around, and they're sometimes hidden by Skulk. So, a few people are like, where the heck is this thing? I actually have a guide, again, a guide on this. So, yeah, if you're interested, go and have a look at the guide. I'm not going to go for any of the chests until later on. What we should be doing is having a look at the walls, because around here somewhere there should be all the Modium. Now the issue is it kind of looks like gold, and it's kind of hard to spot, but it's supposed to be in the walls. Like that's gold right there, right? Deep slate gold ore, yeah. The other way that we could do it is we could kill the Warden. Now, I'm kind of inclined to kill the Warden, if I'm honest, because it's kind of a pain to look around all of this. It could also be, I think it can be hidden by Skulk. So, I don't see any, like, right on the top. What's that right there? It's gold as well, isn't it? Flipping gold. Okay, well, as I don't see any for now, I bet you there's, like, an absolute ton of it, just, like, dotted around the place that I'm just too blind to see. I bet a few of you have been like, oh, there's some right there, why don't you go mine that? And yeah, anyway, I can't even see it, plus I can't mine it because I don't have a netherite like tool. Because if I hover over this, oh, it doesn't say, but this one's only tier 3. You need a tier 4 to mine all the Modium. So it does look like we're gonna have to kill the Warden. Now, I don't have the best sword or the best damage to kill the Warden, I will admit. Oh, whoops. But I think that's okay. I think we're just going to cheese the Warden if we can. I'm just going to hit him as many times as I can. Come on. Oh, there's going to be... I think I saw over here somewhere. I'm just going to go land by some of these chests, and we can open the chests as well. That should summon a Warden. Or do I have to do it a few times? Come on. Oh, yeah, that might be it. There we go. Ow. No idea. Oh my goodness. Nope. 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 Please no. Please don't do the shooty either. Ow, okay, that was painful. Slash home. Woo! Woo! Okay. Well, we're still going to be in the darkness and everything, but at least we're out of there. I need something better to kill the Warden with. Previously, what I've done is I've just had either an OP sword or I've been OP myself and I've had like ridiculous armor. So this might actually be quite fun. Right. What's a really, really good way of getting damage? Because we could go glass cannon and just ignore our armor and just, you know. I'll have to think about it. Oh, I have an idea. We could mob yoink it. And then we could stick it in one of the mob boxes that we've got, right? These weird mob box things. And then it will hit one of the... Yeah, I like this idea. Right, let me turn this off. I'm going to use this one. By the way, we've got 9,000 emeralds already. That's pretty good. And we've got a decent amount of Heart of the Seas as well. Anyway, let me put all of that back. Put all of this back as well. I kind of want to get a salvager from Silent Gear, because you can stick all of this stuff in there. Like this, and you can get like leather and stuff out of it. And you can do that on the diamond gear that I've got. Diamond gear. So, like, we'll get, I think, the horse armor even. Oh, you can salvage the horse armor and you get like stuff out of it. Anyway, you get 6 diamonds out of it, so that's the plan I'm going to use. Also, this helmet is better than... It's not, is it? No, this has got more armor. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah, we can mob yoink it. We can mob yoink it and just lob it in. I think that's what I'm going to do, you know. Okay, he's gone. Let's get done another. There we go. Wait for him to spawn in. And there we go. I captured the Warden. Oh, and I just spawned another one. And I can't see a flipping thing. These glow silks are really useful, actually, because we can see them still. Right, anyway, I think it's over in this direction. There we go. Let's see it again now. Is that the hole? Yeah. There we go. Cool. So, I have turned this one off over here. And what I'm going to do is, if I open this up a little bit, I am just going to... How do I do this without hurting myself? Oh wait, I have to kill him. Does that count? That doesn't count, does it? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to have to go get that other Warden that we just saw. That's so annoying. Oh, and also, if you've got these Heart of the Deep in your inventory, they make the heartbeat sound. And it's super annoying. So I'm going to put those away. Right, take two of this. I'm going to mob yoink him again when he's at lower health. That'll do, I reckon. We should be able to do without dying. Never mind, I died. Damn it. Okay, so the Warden is still about. He's wandered off in that direction. Fair enough. I don't know what we do now. How much damage did I do? Like 25 or something. It's not quite good enough, is it? Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Ow. Okay, killed him. Whew. Whew. That was scary. I got him. I got him the second time round. And I've got the heartbeat thingy in my inventory, so I'm going to put that away. It's a pain. Anyway, the whole reason we do that is because it's a quest. Genuinely, because it's a quest. I took my trousers off weird. Anyway, let's put that away. Up here. Go to bounty boards. Right here, we've got an all the Modium. So we got our first all the Modium ingot, and it gave us a handgun, which we're not going to use. Because I never use guns in games. Anyway, so we can turn that into all the Modium nuggets, and then we can make ourselves a teleport pad. It's the first thing we're going to use. And then salvager. For this is from Mining Gadgets. You need one of these magnet upgrades. You also... Oh, I don't have any redstone. No! Okay, I will go do this at some point. Make a salvager so we can get rid of like a bunch of the random stuff we've got. And for now, I'm just going to put it here. And it acts a little bit like one of the warp plates, except you shift right-click on it. And it takes you to the mining dimension. So this is super useful because it's always well, actually, it's not always daytime. It's always bright. F3G. Okay, so we're in this chunk. So I'm going to just make sure I don't like screw around with this chunk right here. Now, I would love to get a chunk destroyer and then like chunk destroy a bunch of stuff, but obviously we're not quite at that place yet. So F3G, get rid of that. Not quite at the chunk destroyer area, so it's going to be, I'm going to mine down for a bit. And the reason, by the way, that we wanted to make the teleport pad first is because in the mining dimension, there's lots of all the Modium. So keep that in mind. Right there's some emerald ore. Like, there should be an absolute ton of really good ores in here. I hate when it does this. When the 64 is not divisible by 9, so... Anyway, there you go, there's a load of ores and stuff, so I'm just going to dig down until we run out of durability, which we have. I just remembered, can I... Oh, poo, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do shapeless. I forgot about this. Can I just, like, mine up the iron and then stick it through the squeezer? How much would I get in a squeezer for this? Yeah, you get quite a bit. You get actually quite a bit from this. I think with the highest level of fortune, it's better to use fortune, but meh. Also, this is really high up. If you go all the way down, there's a netherrack layer and there's an endstone layer. So this is a good way to get some early endstone before going to the end. Okay, so now I've got enough redstone, so I can just do this. Amazing. And that means we can make ourselves the magnet and a salvager. I did have to make some crimson steel, but I had some magma creams and some blaze rods and some crimson iron anyway. So we do that. That does get rid of all of our diamonds, which is a bit of a like. Anyway, now we can go through and I can grab like I don't think any of the chainmail actually goes in to the salvager. It just doesn't fit. So we're gonna leave the chainmail how it is. But like the iron, we've got like loads of axes and stuff. We can grab all of that stuff. Like diamond helmet. Efficiency 5 is actually pretty good. We should put that on our pickaxe. I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that one. Now, the big question I've got here is, do we, for all of these, like right here, this one here, the Berserker Iron Axe of the Minotaur, that one, do we stick that in the salvager and get the iron back from it, or we could stick it in the salvage table from Apotheosis? And what that does is it turns it into salvage table. Okay, so it's not going to come up, but one of these things. Salvaging table. There you go. So this thing, it breaks down either like all of the gems and stuff, or you can get like the different rarity of, like this one's epic, so arcane sand. And you can use arcane sands to upgrade stuff. Yeah, we could do it that way. I'm not sure yet. I think for now, I'm going to put all the diamond stuff that we've got in there. Diamond. Because we need diamonds, by the looks of it. I'm actually going to put this one in here, even though it's decent. Never mind, that's actually really, really decent. We should probably use this. If I do this, is it just going to get rid of it? Oh, it is. You can't convert it. Oh, you know what I could do? I could use this for upgrading. Yes, yes, I like this idea. Netherite. Because I got netherite from some chests at some point. And I can use it for upgrading. So where are we going to put the smithing table? I'll put it here. One of those, and one of those. And then we can upgrade this to all the Modium when we can. Oh crap, did I just use all of my smithing templates? Oh no, I've still got some. By the way, you can also upgrade these, or not upgrade, you can duplicate these with netherite. So we'll do that at some point. We'll duplicate it. So we'll definitely duplicate it before we go. Anyway, I can't remember the level that we need to be. But I'm going to go down to, I think it was like Y100. So a little bit further down from here. Oh, is there a deep slate layer now? I didn't think about that. Yeah, it looks like. That's pretty cool. Right, I think this is probably where we're going to have to call it for today. We killed the Warden, and we got our first All the Modium. We went to the mining dimension. We made ourselves a salvager. We set up all of the stuff from Mechanism. Although I did that between episodes, really, but I'm going to count it. We moved as well. We did that between episodes. And I just made this thing from Quarry Plus. So, this is the workbench. And I think next episode, I've got a plan. And my first plan is we're going to go kill the Ender Dragon. Because we killed the Warden this episode, right? So, we're going to go kill the Ender Dragon. And we're going to get a data model for it. Now, I do forget. It says that you need... Okay, you need 2 Ender Dragon kills. Because it says you get 3... datas collected per kill. Data per kill 3. And you need 6 altogether. So you need 2 Ender Dragon kills to get the basic tier of Ender Dragon model. That will get us some of these predictions. And it will also get us some generalized Ender predictions. We can use that to get, well, if we do this, we can get some Dragon's Breath. Some Dragon Egg. And you can get these miniature heart canisters, which are really good. We're going to get those, I think. You can also use it to make a dragon head, which you need for the chunk destroyer. So I think next episode I might get a couple of kills on the dragon so we can make our own dragon heads. A couple of wither kills, yeah. Okay, we're going to have to try and figure out a good way of getting wither skeletons. We might have to set up another mob box for wither skeletons like we are going to do for Enderman. Because we need that for the Eyes of Ender. I'm also going to need some way of getting a load of glass because the pumps here need loads of glass. And I'm going to need to go to a desert, so I'm going to crack out the Nature's Compass to get the cactus. Other than that, I'm going to have to do an absolute ton of mining between episodes because we need loads of diamonds. And we got 8 there. We need 3 of those, so we need a stack and a half just for this. And then we need 8 blocks of diamonds, which is crazy. We do have a decent amount because I've just been doing some mining in the, well, on the mining dimension. So we pop back in here real quick. Let's have a look down here. So if I float all the way down, I think it was around this area, yeah. Oh, my pickaxe is broken right now, but still. Like down here, there were like a bunch of diamonds. I think I mined all of them. But yeah. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to have to call it for today. Next episode is going to be a banger, I reckon. We're going to get a load of dragon kills, a load of wither kills. We're going to get a chunk destroyer. And I'm going to set it and forget it in the mining dimension. We're going to have like literally 50 by 50 to begin with. And then we're going to bump it up to like 100 by 100. And then 250 by 250 and so on and so on. Anyway, the backup has started, so I'm going to call it here. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.